everything that pop-ups into my reality, like the situation, the situation with my exes.
Oh,
Yeah.
but yeah, wait a minute. Do you remember the
Right.
some phrases, some sentence of the first lyric that you wrote?
Man, it's hella hard, man.
fine.
I wrote a lyric about one of my exes.
Yeah. What did she do to you, your ex?
She cheated on me,
Oh
man.
my God.
Yeah. She cheated on me.
Talk about it.
She
Talk
cheated
about
on
it.
me, but I'm not.
Olá pessoal, sejam mais uma vez bem-vindos ao canal Angopolyglot. Bernardo Sevino aqui, Nado Kanza, o vosso boy. Hoje tenho mais um convidado especial, é isso mesmo pessoal. Ele fala inglês americano como ninguém. Se você tem interesse por aprender aquele inglês falado nos guetos dos Estados Unidos, aquele inglês informal mesmo, da street, esse é o cara certo. E esse é o podcast para você. Sente ali, pegue uma lapiseira, comece a fazer anotações, porque esse cara aqui vai... Como é que se diz em inglês? Ele vai quebrar a tua mente, ok? Você vai viajar para os Estados Unidos durante esse momento que nós estaremos aqui. Trevor Cee é o meu convidado de hoje.
Yo,
Trevor,
what up,
welcome to
what up?
Angopolyglot Podcast.
It's a hella pleasure to be here, bro.
It's my pleasure, bro. It's a
hella pleasure
great
to be
honor
here.
to have you in my podcast, bro.
Okay, we're ready to make history.
Yes, to make
Yeah.
history, bro.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's what we're here for,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was one day I was entering on TikTok,
Right.
and suddenly your videos came across me, and I was like, my God,
Nah.
what the hell is this guy doing?
TikTok been good to me lately, TikTok been spreading my video all over Angola, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been getting calls all over, from all over Angola,
Yeah. And that's what drew my attention, the way you speak, bro.
Okay,
And I was
appreciate
like,
that.
I need to know the history of this guy. What actually happened to him to become who he is today.
Okay, that's what I'm here for, bro.
Bro, welcome one more time to Angopolyglot.
Appreciate that,
And
appreciate that.
I'm sure my audience is going to love you.
I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart, bro.
Okay,
Yeah.
bro. So, bro, before we start,
Right.
you better start introducing yourself to my audience. Tell us exactly who are you?
Okay. Trevor Cee, my artist name. I
This
do
is like
a lot.
your nickname. Sure.
I kind of want to make as my government name. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow.
I kind of want to make Trevor Cee as my government name.
Are you already working on it?
Yes, I'm working on it. I got some paper to take care,
My God.
Yeah, but
Yes,
I'm
I know.
gonna make it real, I'm
Okay.
gonna make it real. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm a
okay.
music artist. I'm a producer.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm an English speaker.
Wow.
I'm an English teacher. I don't like to call myself a teacher. I like to call myself something like coach or something like
coach,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, Yeah, content creator. I'm a brother. I'm a son. I'm a friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Wow, amazing.
Yeah.
So now let's walk us through your process.
Uh-huh.
Let's walk through your process. How everything started. How did you get interested to English language?
Okay.
Since your childhood, what happened to you? The day that you wake up and you said, "God, I gotta work on English."
Look,
Tell me your story. Let's
I-
walk through your story.
I think I was 11 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a cousin.
Let's back.
Uh-huh.
Let's start from where were you born exactly? This is important for my
Yeah.
audience. Where were you born? Where you grew?
The spot we
place,
at right
yeah.
now. I was born in Kazenga.
You were born in Kazenga.
Yeah, I was born in
okay?
Kazenga. Yeah.
Okay, I think
Yeah.
that Kazenga is something
My dad is from DRC. Yeah, he
Okay.
came all the way from DRC to Angola. I think.
DRC Congo.
Yeah, in the
Okay.
pursuit of a better quality of life, So yeah, my mom is from here, Angola,
Yeah.
BA province. I think that's where they met,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they started kicking around, man. Yeah, and I came out, and I came out to this world, you
They
know what I'm
start
saying?
kicking around and
Yeah,
then
yeah, man.
came out
yeah,
this world.
Yeah. for sure.
Okay. How was your childhood, bro?
It was great.
Okay.
It was great. Like I grew up. I could say like ghettos, you know, but I had a good childhood, you know. Like my parents, they raised me pretty good, you know. I had the chance to go to school, make friends, you know. I had a good time play with my friends, and my parents, they were pretty attentive, you know, when it comes to the way they raised me. And yes, I had a good childhood. I had some good memories about my
Did
childhood.
you grow up here in Kazenga?
Actually, I think when I was 2, we moved to Cacuaco.
Cacuaco.
Yeah.
Wow.
I spent most of my childhood right there.
Okay,
Yeah,
Cacuaco.
yeah.
I think that Cacuaco is something specific for us. You
Man,
know?
I got my love for Cacuaco, you know.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
I think the person who I am now
Mhm.
is because of that city, you know. I don't like to call like township or, you know, something like that. I like to call like city, you
Yes,
know.
that's why we have the Cac City.
Yeah. Actually, I saw the episode with those guys, you know.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
They actually, I want to give the congratulations for them.
Wow.
They doing a great job right there.
Let's talk about English. How everything started. What was you said that I know that you started your interest
Right.
for English started by watching or playing a video game, San Andreas.
Yeah, for
Where
sure.
did you get this video game, bro?
But look, before I get there,
Yeah.
look, I think when I was 11, I was in 6th grade. And I had a cousin who was already in 7th grade, you know?
Yeah.
And he was already taking English class at school. And when he used to come back home, he used like to practice and everything. And I just used to catch my eye on him. And I was like, man, what this dude is talking about, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it kind of like broke something in me that I want to do the same thing. So I would just start going over. And I think when I turned 12, my dad got me a PS2, you know? And I just had 2 games on my PS2. Yeah. God of War and GTA San Andreas. GTA San Andreas with CJ, Sweet, Big Smoke, you know, Ryder,
Yeah.
Los Santos, you know?
Yeah.
And when I started like playing the game, I was just amazed with the way those guys were speaking the language right there, you know, like the accent,
Yeah.
like everything about the game, you know.
Yeah.
It kind of like I was a kid and I kind of want to take myself out of the reality and get into the
Get
game.
into the game.
Yeah.
But that game is very, very
For real, bro,
funny.
you know, yes.
Yeah.
I wanted to get myself out of the reality and get into the game, you know. That's why, you know, that's when I took my notebook and I started like take some notes about, you know, sentences,
Okay.
phrases, words, and I started like practicing, you know, like trying to mimic the way they were speaking and everything, the way they walk, everything about the game, you know, like I was trying to live like the game, you know,
Yeah.
and that's when everything started, you know, like ever since then I just been, you know, keep doing it, you know.
Okay.
I still play that game today.
Eh?
Yeah, for sure.
What about
bro.
the feeling today? Is the same?
Nah, I think it's not the same because
Yeah.
you know, as we grow older,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. The interest change.
yeah, you know, I actually change, but it brings some kind of nostalgia, you know, like every time I play the game, it brings some kind of nostalgia, and I think even when I turn 50, you know, like if God give me the grace of turning 50, you know, I think I'm gonna keep playing the game.
But tell me something. GTA San Andreas came into your life before you attended an English course or after?
Yeah,
Because I know
before.
You were in a course, and just because of misbehavior,
Actually,
they put you out.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about this history. What
I
actually happened?
Look, you know, when I had the chance to get into an English school, the teachers, they they were teaching just like British English, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, and I already had some informal words. I already had some like street behavior or something like because of the game, you know. And every time I used to try to like speak the way I wanted,
Okay.
teacher used to tell me like, "Yo, you ain't gotta speak like this, you know. You gotta have a good behavior. This ain't what we want, you know." Yeah, and I was kind of just a rebel kid, you know, and teacher used to tell me to do something, and I used to do something else. So yeah, I think that was the main reason that made the teachers kick me out of the center. Yeah,
Okay.
you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when you were kicked out, how did you continue learning?
Man, that was painful. That was painful. When I got kicked out of the center, man, it was painful because most of my friends were there. You know, I used to catch my eye on my friends pulling out to the centers, and I used to chill at home. You know, I used to like it was painful for real. You know, because it was like my friends had something and I had nothing.
Okay.
You know, because they used to go to the school and I was just chilling at home. That's when I realized, man, maybe I can do this by myself, you know? Because I'm a real competitive person,
Okay.
you know?
Yeah.
Even the time I was at the English school, I was a real competitive student. I always wanted to be the great, you know? And I used to see my friends going to the school and I had nothing, so I told myself, man, F this. I can do this on my own.
Wow.
You know?
Wow.
That's why I started going over the game harder and harder. I started going over music. I started going over, you know, movies and everything related to English, you know?
Wow.
Yes, at the time in my mind I had no idea that I was studying, in fact, you know? I in my mind I was just having fun. You know?
Okay, wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I was
And
just
I think
having
learning language is about that, having fun.
for real, you know, because if you ain't having no fun, man, it's gonna be hella hard for you to, you know,
You're
like
gonna
to
quit.
master it.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Yeah. That was it.
What does Eminem means to you? Because I know that you are also a rapper,
Yeah.
or I think that during your childhood,
Right.
rapping was something really present in your life, and I think it helped you
Yeah.
to shape your English.
For sure.
What does Eminem? What does this name mean to you?
Man. It's you know, Eminem was like Jesus for me.
Oh my
Yeah,
God!
you know, like the meaning of Jesus in the humankind.
Yeah.
You know, that was the meaning of
Oh my
Eminem
God.
into my life.
Oh
You
my
know,
God.
because I feel like before Eminem came into my life, I think I had no idea who I was.
Wow.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah. When I started listening to Eminem's music, it kind of changed my perspective of everything. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it kind of changed my mentality, the way I used to approach things, the way, you know, I used to socialize. Because, you know, like going back, I was kind of like a shy kid, you know. So, like, when I started going over Eminem's music, you know, it was something like, you know, like a spark in me just came out,
Wow.
you know.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was it. It was like Eminem, you know, kind of make me discover who I was at the time, you know? Like, and his music just changed my life, you know, like 360.
Wow.
You know, yeah,
Wow.
the entire perspective of my life, you know. And it was really great, you know, coming across with Eminem's music because at the time I used to listen to his songs and going over the lyrics, you know,
Yeah.
Google, you know, understand what he was saying because Eminem's raps so fast, you know. He's hella
that
fast.
That would be the next question. How did you get all the things from Eminem?
He's
you know,
hella
that the guy
fast.
speaks really fast.
Yeah,
his
you know.
lyrics. Yeah.
And that was like, it was just love, you know. It was just love. Like I feel like I have no other word to explain it, you know. It was just love. It was like catching up with this music. A lot of people gonna say Eminem is fast, you know. But for me, you know, the longer I was, you know, like catching up with this music, the faster I was becoming, and my speaking skill, you know. And I just kept on doing it, you know. I just kept on doing it, and I think when I turned 15 or 16. That's when I made like my decision. Maybe I can start writing my own lyrics.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. You know.
Talking about your own lyrics, I'm curious. I'm really curious because
man, look, if I go back like the first lyrics, man, crap as hell.
Oh my God.
Yeah, crap as hell. Like at the time, I used to think, man, I'm the number one writer.
There is no other one like you.
Ain't no other one like me, man.
It was like the word was you.
Yeah, you know, like I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Like everything I do, I have this mentality. I'm the GO.
Yeah,
you know.
There's
so
no
like,
other guy like
man,
me.
ain't no other one, man.
God.
You know.
Yeah,
that's the kind of mentality I use. Man, 16. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I used to write, you know, like everything that pop-ups into my reality, like the situation, you know, the situation with my exes.
Oh,
yeah.
But no, okay, wait a minute. Do you remember the first, some phrases, some sentence of the first lyric that you wrote?
Man, it's hella hard, man.
I'm eager to listen.
It's hella hard. You know? Yeah, for real.
Because you were saying that it's about your ex and something.
Yeah, everything. You
imagine like, hey girl, you.
Look. I'm gonna tell you this. Look, I think I wrote a lyric about one of my exes.
Yeah.
You know.
What did she do to you, your ex?
She cheated on me,
oh
man.
My
you
God.
know. Yeah. She cheated on me.
Talk about it.
She cheated on me, you know. But I'm not gonna say like she did it like intentionally. Man, we were just kids, you know, teens, you know. Like cheating at that age, man. If you just talk to some other guy closely, I'ma think you cheated on me. You know?
Yeah.
So that's the way she.
Be friend with nobody else,
man.
Yeah.
I'm your only friend.
Yeah,
you know.
I know.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing she was on. You know.
Yeah.
So like I think the lyric that I wrote about my ex, it was like murdering her, killing her.
Killing?
Yeah.
Killing her?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
For real, man. I was really mad, you know.
Did you record it?
Nah, I didn't, man.
You didn't?
I think, you know, most of the lyrics that I wrote, it was just a way of expression, you know, the way I felt, you know, like even now, you know, the way I feel about certain things, you know. I was kid, man. Like looking back, man. I ain't had no straight mind, you know. Wow. Yeah, my mind wasn't straight, you know. I was just a kid, man, teen, you know. Yeah, and I wrote that lyric because I wanted to get that thing off my chest, you know.
Yeah.
Yes, I wanted, because I think during my teen, like as I was a teen, you know, I think I had no one to talk about my feelings, you know. I was kind of like some, you know, I was just kind of like a teen on my own, like a kid on my own, you know.
Yeah.
So like I thought, like music for me, it was a way of expression.
Yes, because I know that your older brother, he left your home, and you were like the older in your house.
Yeah,
you
man.
took responsibility at a so young age. and
Yeah.
you took responsibility of your house. Right? Yeah. So, and you found in music a way to express.
Yeah,
everything
because
that was inside
before my big bro left, I think every issue I had in the past, I used to talk to him.
Okay.
You know, I used to go to him. You
Yeah.
know, talking to him.
And wait a minute. I know that he also influenced you with music.
Yeah, for
Because when he
sure.
came back to your house,
Yeah.
he was already a rapper. He had a mixtape.
Yeah, man. You know,
Yeah.
that's when I got into the music. You know, because when I was like a kid, I had no one to talk. You know, I had no one to talk to. So my big bro was the only one who I had a real connection with. You know.
Okay.
And when he left, man, it was hella hard for me. You know, I had no one. You know what I'm saying? And it was just, I think when I was a kid, when he left, the GTA game was kind of like my refugee. You know,
Yeah.
my shelter. You know, I found a shelter on the GTA game.
GTA game.
Yeah.
And when he came,
So when he came back, he brought a mixtape. You know, he had
that
tattoos,
was-
he had earrings, you know, braids and everything. You know.
yeah,
Man, because the way he left, it was different at the time. You know, the way he came back,
also different.
oh man,
Completely different.
completely different, man. You know, and he brought a mixtape, and he kind of forced me to listen to his mixtape. You know, yeah, for sure, man. You know,
Everything starts in the family business. You know?
yeah. So he brought a mixtape. You know. He inserted a mixtape into the CD player. We had a CD player, you know? Yeah, so, like, he had a disc. No pen drive,
nothing.
you know?
Yeah.
Man, it's back in the day, man,
day,
you know?
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
we had a CD player, so he inserted the CD into the CD player, and his music started, like, playing. And I was going over his music, and I told him, man, actually, you fire, man. You lead, you good. And yeah, we were just kicking. I think 2 weeks later, it left the game.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
because he was used to the street life, you know.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
he was used
okay.
to the. I think he
For
got
him, it was
addicted.
better to be out
Yeah.
than in your house.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell something real, man. My parents, man, like back in the day, if you ain't like living under their rules, man.
You better go.
Yeah, you better get your ass out, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. You got, for real, man. You better get your ass out. And,
Don't put your hands inside my house.
yeah, you better not, you know?
Okay.
And I think this is one of the good things that I gained from my parents, you
Oh,
know?
wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
because at the time I used to think like, man, why they being so mean? Why they going so hard on us, you know? But now, man, I look back and I think, man, they did a great job.
Wow.
Yeah, because if they wasn't like so hard on us, man, maybe we could have take like some other path. You know, maybe we could be doing some, you know, bad things right now, you know. So like my bro, he brought a mixtape, insert the CD player, start playing his music. 2 weeks later, he left.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So man, I had nothing. I just had the game. I had school, and I think I was having the feeling of having something else, and that's when music came in.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
I told myself, man, if my big bro is doing, because my bro, he was like a role model for me, you know.
Yeah,
Like everything he used to do, I want to do it
Yeah,
too, you know. Yeah.
Did he used to speak English?
My bro?
Yeah.
No.
It didn't.
No, it didn't.
Okay.
I
But
was
it was your role model, sure.
yeah. So like when he left, man, I told myself maybe I can, you know, maybe I can try to do this, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So man, I started writing my own lyrics.
Wow.
Yeah, at first I used to listen to artists like YMCMB, Birdman, Lil Wayne, Tupac, Drake, you know. and Big Sean, I think Kendrick Lamar. But when I came across one of the songs of Lil Wayne featuring Eminem, "Drop the World,"
Yeah.
that's when,
Everything changed.
yeah, that's when everything changed. You know,
Yeah.
because the way Eminem was rapping that song, man, it was marvelous.
Yeah.
You know, it was marvelous, and I was kind of like, man, who's this guy? You know.
Yeah.
So like I was just curious, so I started going over Eminem's song. Because before I get to Eminem, I think my favorite rapper at the time it was Lil Wayne.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I saw what Eminem did on that song featuring Lil Wayne, man, I told man I think Eminem is better than Lil Wayne because I have this mentality I gotta follow the greats.
Wow.
You know?
Wow.
Yeah, I follow man. If you ain't great, I ain't gonna follow you. You know?
Sure. You
Yeah.
wanna be good, you have to work with big
Yeah,
guys.
man, you gotta observe from the greats.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, that's the mindset I have to this days. You know, yeah. So I started going over Eminem's music. Man, and that's when everything changed. You know, that's when everything changed, and I started writing my own lyrics.
And then you write the first lyric about your ex.
Yeah, yeah, you know.
Who shit on you.
Yeah.
And then everything went on.
Yeah.
Tell me something. When did you record your first song? Because I know that
Yeah.
you recorded one song, and actually it was a success. And then you have worked with international labels from Belgium,
Right.
United States of America.
Right.
I'm curious. I want to know, how did it happen?
Right.
You, a boy from Cacuaco, working with international labels.
Right.
Like, I don't know the name, but I know they are from Belgium
Uh-huh.
and the United States of America. How did it happen, bro? Tell me.
I got my ass into the studio for the first time. I think when I was 15.
Okay.
Yeah. I record
That was the first time that you put your ass
into the studio. Yeah, I was 15. You know.
Okay.
Yeah, I was hella scared. I
Yeah.
was hella scared because it was the first experience, man. You know, like we had like a home studio. One of the niggas had a home studio, and I told him, man, I sing, I rap. Can I come over your home? Maybe try to do something, man. And he told me, man, you kept me. You ain't rapper, you know. You ain't good, bro. And I told him, man, I'm good. Just give me a shot. Just give me a shot. And he gave me a shot. I was 15. I got my ass into the studio for the first time, and I recorded a song like the entire song. It was just English, and it was perplexed, you know, by my ability of rapping English. And ever since then, I told myself, man, maybe I'm good at this. Maybe I can just go with English career. I can just make my career, you know, out of English. You know, I can just write my own songs just in English, you know. So I kept on doing because I'm a real, when I start doing something, man, I gotta be consistent with, you know.
Yeah.
So I kept on doing. I think 4 years later, 3 years later, I dropped my first EP. Yeah. It had 4 songs on it. I dropped my first EP.
It was a digital extended play.
Yeah, extended play, you know.
Yeah.
So I dropped my first EP, man. When I dropped my first EP, man, I thought, man, I'm gonna be famous.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, you know.
That was the expectation.
That was the
famous.
expectation. The
Yeah.
expectation, man. I'm gonna be, you know.
Yeah.
Everybody's gonna know me, man.
Yeah.
You know.
And guys,
Yeah, man.
and that was the result, bro.
Total flop. Total flop, man. It was a flop, you know. It was a flop. I think on the first week we just had. I think on the first week I just had 50 downloads, something like that.
50
50 downloads. Yeah. Man, but you know, I thought it was huge, you know.
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
it was my first project, you know, like putting out, you know.
Yeah.
I thought it was huge, 50 downloads.
Yeah.
But looking back, man, it was starting to flop, you know? Yeah, so like, I didn't back down, you know?
Yeah, you didn't
I
stop.
didn't back down.
Yeah.
I told myself, man, yeah, this is just the beginning.
Let
This
me
is the
keep-
first project you putting out,
Yeah.
you know? Keep your head up,
Yeah.
focus on your grind, and keep popping it. Keep popping it.
Was it all in English?
All in English, man.
My God.
All in English, you know?
God.
Man,
Do you still sing, guy?
for sure,
So
man.
would you please just pleasure me with?
I think at the end of the podcast, what you think? Sounds great?
Yeah, that's
Sounds
great.
great?
That's great. That's
Okay,
great.
yeah, we can do that.
Let's
We
keep
can
on
do
this
that. We
track.
can
Okay,
do
at
that.
the
We
end
can
we're
do
gonna
that.
do
Yeah,
it,
we
yeah.
can do that, you know? It was just total English. I think I was born with this gift.
Singing.
Yeah.
Wow. It's
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah.
So like the first deal that I had was from one of the labels in Belgium.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like it was a big bro, like he left Angola and he went to Belgium.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
So he is Angolan.
Yeah.
So he is into the music, you know?
Mhm.
So I think he came across my EP and he kind of found like, man, you got talent. You got talent. Maybe we can work together.
Okay.
And I told him, man, let's do it, you know? So he signed me into his label. He told me a lot of things.
Yeah.
He told me a lot about distribution, you know.
Made you a lot of promise.
No. Like he made promise and he kept.
Wow.
Yeah, for sure. He made promise and he kept, you know. He told me a lot of things that I know now, you know.
Yeah.
He told me about distribution. He told me about how to be an artist, you know. Yeah. And we put out a project, just a project. Like it was one more EP, you know. So we put out the project. We had some good results.
Okay.
Yeah, we had some good results. I think on the first week we hit around 1,000 streamings or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. So it was great. But I think as the time was progressing, I think what I was aiming, you know, was not the same thing that it was aiming, you know. So
Okay.
I kind of told him, man, maybe I can do this on my own, man,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Like I appreciate a lot for the work you did with me, but I think maybe I can, you know, do this on my own. Maybe try to, you know, find something that can really work for me, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, I started going off by myself, you know.
And that was the moment that came the
US label, yeah, the US label. So
How was the process? How
so
did you get in touch? How did you
when we
start
broke
working
down,
together?
when I broke down with that G, you know, I put out I think 2 singles. Yeah, I put out 2 singles, and one of the singles gained attention of one of the US labels. It was Beige Records, you know.
Okay.
So they hit me up. They told me, man, look, we find your songs really great. We would like to work with you. And I was like, damn, man, US label hitting me up. They want to work with me.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
man.
US label,
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go, you know? Man, but that was a total scam.
Oh my God!
Yeah, for
It
sure.
was a scam.
That was a total scam, bro.
How did you find out?
That was a total scam because ain't no way a label is gonna reach you out and they gonna charge you money for distribution.
Oh yeah, it's a scam, bro.
You know?
It's a scam.
Yeah, you know.
It's a scam, bro.
But bro, at the time, I
Yeah, you didn't know about it.
I know, man. I didn't know anything
You
about
were
it.
like,
You know.
oh my God, USA label.
Yeah, you
I'm
know.
gonna be the one because your mentality.
Yeah.
You're
for
the only
sure,
one.
man.
I'm
For
the
sure.
only one.
For sure, man.
Working with a USA label.
For sure.
So I'm the guy.
So I already had some songs, you know, on my store, and I told him, look, I got this project. and I'm thinking about putting out on this day. What you think about it? They say, man, send us the music.
Yes. And you sent.
Yeah, I sent all the songs, all the tracks. They kind of took a week to get me back.
My God.
So when they got me back, when they hit me back, it was like, man, look, we listen to your songs. We think you really talented, and we really want to work with you. But look, some fees is gonna be applied, for distribution, for marketing, And I told him, man, I'm ready to do this,
Oh, God.
Yes, I'm ready to do this. I had some money with me because, bro, music requires investment,
For sure.
And at the time, I wasn't like a big star, so they wouldn't take a risk on putting money on me,
Yeah.
So like, man, I told him, man, I'm ready to take the risk, I'm ready to take the chance. Let's do it. Let's see how it goes,
At that moment, were you working?
Man, I wasn't. I think I was still in high school.
Did you get the money?
I think I was in high school, man. I'd rather not say, man. I'd rather not say I got the money, man.
Oh my God.
I'd rather not say I got the money.
It's better not.
Nah, it's better not, man. It's better not. It's better not say.
Oh
man.
my God.
Yeah,
you cannot say where to get this money.
For sure. Bro, look, I'm gonna keep on with you. I've done some things back in the day that I'm not proud of.
Okay.
I'm not proud of.
Okay.
Yeah, so
What's
like
important is that you recognize. And
Yeah.
you're not proud of that.
Nah, for sure, man,
Yeah.
for sure. I think I'm really happy with who I am right now because I have this self-awareness.
Yeah.
I have this self-awareness, and I think ever since I turned my life into God, I think everything just everything in my life just changed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great, bro.
So I took the money out of my pocket and I hold him over. So like, so
did the
when
transfer?
we go, I did the transfer. I think it was. Let me recall. I think it was 29. I think it was $29.
$29.
Yeah, $29 just for distribution.
Just for distribution.
Yeah. So, bro, I sent the money. They scheduled a date, and the project was ready to come out.
Yeah.
Bro, I was excited. I was excited. Because man, I thought, man, when this project come out,
I'm gonna be.
Yeah, the same feeling I had when the first project came out,
Gonna
That
be
was,
famous.
yeah, that was
I'm
the
gonna
same
be the
feeling.
greatest.
Yeah, that was the same feeling I had when the second project was about to come out.
You believe?
Yeah, man, because bro, you gotta be the first one believing on your, on your thing,
On your thing, on your
man.
ass.
If you don't believe on your thing, man, nobody else is gone. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else is gonna believe for you. You gotta be the first one.
Yeah.
And
then what happened? Tell me.
Actually, we had good numbers.
Yeah.
We had good numbers.
So they distributed the song.
They distributed the song, the project, and they try to charge me, some more money for marketing. I told them, man, I ain't got no more money, Yeah, man, I ain't got no more money. I told them straight away, I ain't got no more money, man, because I told them, look,
Yeah.
I'm not in the U.S., so kind of like get $29, man, it's hella hard for me, it's hella hard for me.
Yeah.
So man, I ain't got no more money, so just distribute the songs, and it's up to you if you're gonna do the marketing or whatever. But I'm gonna do everything organically.
Yeah.
Like on my side, I'm gonna do everything organically.
Yeah. Don't need you
So
guys for
I started doing it. I started doing it. I think on the first month, I hit 5K streams.
Wow.
Yeah, 5K streams, and I had like around 400 monthly listeners on Spotify. Yeah, and man, actually, look, the project was doing pretty great, because I was getting numbers,
Wow.
yeah,
Wow.
5K streams, 400 monthly listeners on Spotify, and that was great. Like I was going over my stats on Spotify. People from Russia, people from hella countries, the U.S., a lot of cities in the U.S. from the U.S. listen to my music, and I told myself, bro, it's happening.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Yeah.
It's happening.
It's my time.
It's happening. And I told myself, man, just gotta keep, be consistent. Keep doing it. And on a contract, they say after 90 days, they will get me like royalties. Royalties, like,
Yeah.
everything you make from the, from the streamings,
Yeah, the money that
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like after 90 days, they will get me royalties.
Yeah.
Man, 90 days gone by, they ain't give me,
No royalties.
they ain't give me no royalties, man. I reach them out. Bro, what's up? 90 days gone. What about my money?
Yeah.
Look, we ain't made enough money so we can transfer you anything. Man, for sure, man, but you say 90 days. Huh? Man, we for real. We ain't made enough money. So we ain't got no enough money to transfer for you, okay, to you. And I thought, man, this nigga's scamming me,
Yeah.
So I thought it was just because of that conflict, I was kind of getting a little bit stagnant,
Okay.
Yeah. I wasn't making no moves,
Yeah.
And I told myself, man, I ain't gonna be stagnant to these niggas, I'd rather just go solo.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd rather
Do
go
my own
solo.
things.
Yeah,
And
get
that
my
was the
own thing.
moment that you created your own label.
Yeah, that's when I came across with the concept of starting out my own label.
Wow. And
Yeah.
what was it? Were you already at the place where you are now, or were you still in Cacuaco when you decided to create your own label?
I think it was in 2019, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2019.
2019.
Yeah. I moved from Cacuaco to Zango.
From Cacuaco to Zango.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. And there you
Cacuaco to
started.
Zango. At first, I was in Zango.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now you are at in Zango Itumio.
Yeah. I like to call it Sisi Town.
See what?
Sisi Town.
Sisi Town.
Yeah.
What does it mean, Sisi Town?
I
Why
like-
why this name, Sisi Town?
Sisi Town is like C stands for centralidad, Z stands for
Zango.
Zango, and town, man. You
City.
already know,
See, guy. Okay. Now let's talk a little bit about because time is running. Like,
Okay.
let's talk about the moment that you are living now. I
Right.
know that you created like a community, brothers that you are training to speak like you,
Right.
and you call your project like GTA. It's like that, really.
Right.
Yeah. The content that you are creating, when you decide to make it, the process of creation, and I've seen some videos of
Right.
you of motivational videos.
Right.
Let's talk about everything. This moment of yours, you're changing. The
Okay.
moment that you moved from the place that you were, from CZ City,
Right. Sisi
and
Town,
that
man.
CZ Town,
Right.
and that everything started. That is happening right there now.
I moved to Sisi Town in 2022.
Hmm.
So when I moved to Sisi Town, at first it was hard,
Yeah.
because I had no friends. I had like nothing to resemble me to that place.
Okay.
So I was in Sisi Town, but I used to go back to my hood,
Okay.
like to chill out with my homies, because
Yeah.
I was kind of addicted to that life,
Yeah.
And I think in 2023, I was just, going over my social medias, and I saw like a job vacancy, like an English teacher job vacancy. And I hit those guys up and I told them, man, I'm good at English. Maybe I can, come over and who knows, I can take that job. And they told me, man, come over. I went there. They had a little interview with me. Yeah, we had a conversation. And they told me, look, before you became officially our English teacher, first you got to do a month of internship. Yeah. And I told them, man, no problem, man, let's do it.
Yeah.
So after the 1 month of internship, I got the job officially.
Yeah.
So I was just, teaching, coaching. I think 10 months later, after I really, get a real connection with the students, everything just happened out of nowhere, out of the blue,
Okay.
One time, I think one day I just woke up. Sorry. I went to the school and I told one of my students, man, what you think? Maybe we can record a video today.
Okay.
And it was down. So we went outside. I gave my phone to one of the students. I told him, man, record. We started shooting the video. Soon as we finished, I got back home after the work shift done. I got back home and I started editing the video. The next day, we recorded a video on Friday. I edited the video on Saturday, and on Sunday I uploaded on TikTok. That's when everything changed, man. Like the first video upload skyrocketed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the first video that went viral on TikTok. And they're like, everybody was just talking about me.
Yeah, this guy, who's this guy?
Yeah, it was this guy,
Where did he learn English?
Yeah.
In America.
Yeah, that
question like this. Did you learn
that video brought me a lot of attention and at the same time a lot of haters.
Yeah, that should be the next question. How did the school react with the way that you speak and teach English? Because as you said, this video brought you a lot of haters.
Yeah.
Lovers.
At the interview, I try to be
More formal?
Yeah.
Okay.
As more formal, as I possibly can, And even my classes, I tell my students, you gotta be aware places that you gotta be informal, places that you gotta be formal, And I teach them slangs. I teach my students slangs, but I tell them, I'm not teaching you this because you gotta use it everywhere.
Okay.
I'm teaching you this so that you can understand the full context of the language.
Okay.
Because if you just get your ass stuck into the formal, when you
When you go, I had this experience, and I totally agree with you because when I was in the United States of America, I was in a formal meeting.
Right.
The English was one, but suddenly I went in Washington. I went to a museum.
Right.
And I saw the black guys, black girls, and mama was beside me, and they were talking. I was listening to them. I said, "My God, this is the English from the street."
That's what it's about, man.
Has nothing to do.
That's what
with
it's
the
about.
English that we find in the formal.
That's what it's about, I tell my students about it. I tell my students, look, I'm teaching you this because I want you to be able to master it. I want you to be able, wherever you go, you have the ability to understand it, because if you just get your ass into the formal, if you get to to some place where you face the AAV, it's gonna be hella hard for you to understand it. And my students, they have this awareness, they know that when they kicking around, friends, girls, whatever, they can be informal. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Just the same way we do in Portuguese.
Yeah.
But when you go to some respectable places, you gotta, try to be as much formal as you can.
Yeah, but
You
let
know?
me tell me something. Is it completely easy for you, or do you think that you have to make to do an effort to make an effort when you want to be formal?
No, it's kind of easy for me.
kinda
You know,
easy for
it's
you.
kind of easy for me.
Okay.
But I feel like, because most of my English it was influenced by GTA game and the
games,
rap music.
Rap music, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so I try to do my best
Mhm.
not to be informal when I'm in formal situation like this right now. You know,
Yeah.
you know, yeah.
But I brought you here to be yourself.
Exactly, you know,
Yeah,
but I like
Even though
I ain't finna disrespect your show, you
Yeah,
know. I
yeah.
ain't finna disrespect your
Even
show,
though I know exactly that you are trying not to put out everything
right?
from you.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like when you get to respectable places like this podcast, man, you try to be as much formal as you can, you know.
Yeah.
And that's what I tell my students, you know.
Mhm.
Some of them they master the informal, but they know the proper places to use it,
Okay.
you know, and that's what it's about. So since the first video came out, a lot of tension, a lot of haters, and I told my student, man, look, we on a good, like, our grind just starting to pay off, so we just gotta, you know, keep going, you know,
going.
keep putting it, keep putting the work. And so we started making videos. We kept making videos, and man, the number just, you know, start increasing.
Yeah.
You know, start
Yeah.
increasing. I think we now have, you know, like certain goals that we want to achieve,
Okay.
and yeah, we're working to make, you know, that thing happen.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing.
For
And
sure.
I think that one, let me see, 1 hour. One last question before we go.
Yeah.
How do you think your content?
My contents.
Yeah. How do you create that?
Best of the world.
Sorry.
Best of the world.
Best of the world.
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking about the process. How do you?
Okay.
The script. Okay. How do you create that?
Man, we just get together and we make
And
it
start
happen.
doing.
Yeah. You know, like
Wow.
at first I used to write scripts,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But now I feel like, man, when you write scripts,
You have to. Follow
you
the
kind of
line.
get blocked,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
You kind of get blocked, and I don't want my students to get blocked. I don't want my students just to,
be as natural as possible.
yeah, I want them to be natural,
Okay.
you know? And we just, you know, like we schedule the day. Look, we're gonna catch up that day, that time. Get your ass ready, you know. You know, yeah. That's how we do, man.
Yeah,
That's how we do. That's how we do.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then everything started.
And we just make happen, you
Wow,
know. We just
wow.
make happen. Like we should, you know. Maybe things not gonna go the way we want,
Yeah.
so we do over again. We do
Wow.
over till we get the perfect, you know,
Yeah.
till we get the perfect result.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's
Bro,
how we do.
You cannot leave this podcast as you promised
Right.
without sharing can be even a line of your song, something like that, chorus or
Okay.
something like that, because I'm looking forward to hear from you, you know.
Okay, let me Mental bubblegum bread might freeze you, never the temperature. Talk a lot about gringos. Damn. I gotta record this. I gotta record this. Cause
Yeah.
look, I'ma be honest with you, man.
Yeah.
You got a huge podcast, so I'm kinda
Yeah.
a little bit
I can
intimidated
feel-
by
I
the
can
audience,
feel,
you know?
I can feel, bro, because
yeah.
I know you from
Uh-huh.
your videos, and I can see that you're a little bit shy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
You know?
understand it, bro. The second, I think that next time when you come back here,
Right.
it will be much easier. for
Yeah,
you.
that's for sure. That's for sure. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me go again. Yo, what up? Mental bubblegum bread might freeze you, never the temperature. I talk a lot about gringos. Hit her with the block to deliver 2 kilos. Das with to smell it, ras and coffee on it, and night on the pack of Cheetos. Damn.
It was a pleasure. a great pleasure.
Hella
To have
hella
you
pleasure
here.
is mine.
And I hope you can come back here so
Yeah.
that we can dive into really your English, your
Okay.
American English, the
Okay.
kind of English that you speak. Maybe we'll bring some other guests so that we can share ideas.
Right.
Yes, and guy, a short message
Right.
for people, for your community, for the guys who loves you, and
Okay.
maybe for the guys who hates you. Because you are a good guy, you know.
Oh yeah, for those who hate me, man, keep hating on me, alright? Keep hating on me. Because I think your hate kinda make me who I am, you know, your hate kinda make me,
Yeah.
you know, kinda give me the motivation to keep doing what I do, you know, cause I feel like the more people hate you, it's because you're doing something great, you
Yes,
know?
sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
cause
sir.
when you ain't doing nothing great, man,
Nobody-
people ain't gonna hate you,
That
you
for
know?
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why that's what it is, man. And for those who love me, bro, I appreciate the love, you know. I appreciate the love. We do this thing, you know, especially for you. Keep loving our shit, you know. Damn, man.
Yeah.
You know.
So don't forget,
You know.
hit the subscribe button, and
Yeah.
I'll be right there for you. Okay. See ya. This is Angopolyglot. Let's clap for this guy, bros. Bye bye.
Mental bubble gum, my bread, my fridge. You never the temperature. I talk a lot about gringos. Hit her with the plug to deliver 2 kilos. That's with to smell the rust. Some coffee on in the night on the silver pick of Cheetos. Soon as with me, I just get it to the local disco. Hey, but once more beach, I'ma get Rico.